Raising Chickens, Storey's Guide to Raising Chickens by Gail Damerow. I am going to be interviewed by Sarah.
Okay. Who would you say this book is written for?
This book is for people who are interested in raising chickens.
On a large scale or a small scale?
On a small scale. Generally home chickens, not commercial thousands, but probably up to 500 chickens.
What parts of this book did you personally find most interesting or enlightening?
I enjoyed the chicken housing portions of the book. She goes into detail about the square footage and requirements of housing for chickens. Also, roost size, water requirements, bedding requirements, parasite and pest reduction.
Why did you choose this book?
I've had this book sitting on my shelf for a long time. I've read it previously, but I chose to read it again from front to back.
Would you recommend that method of reading this book for your average home chicken owner?
This is a heavy textbook style book. No.
Okay.
Maybe one time all the way through, and then you can refer back to it. There's a lot of information.
What are some features of the book that made it most helpful as opposed to any other book on chickens? What about this book stands out?
I really appreciate that she uses math to determine starches versus proteins versus minerals for feed rations, and she has a very real world knowledge. It seems like she has a lot of experience in raising chickens over the years, and so she has many years of working with chickens.
Could you show us some of the highlights of the book that you thought were particularly interesting or useful? Or
I really enjoy the diagrams that she includes. This one is specifically on housing. She goes into the layout that you want to reduce drafts and roosts and clean out ease for minimizing the work it takes to clean out droppings and where the chickens are going to put their droppings. Also, this one is very useful. These dots represent chicks in a brooder situation. Each one represents how you can manage the chicks. These chicks are comfortable, these chicks are too cold, these chicks are too hot, these chicks are in a draft. This large circle is the brooder and the center circle is the heat source.
does this cover any specific type of raising chickens, like laying them for eggs, or like raising them for meat, or raising them as hobby pets in some other form?
She goes into great detail about breed type and what each breed is for. There's sections on laying, breeders, meat production birds.
All right.
I thought this book was great. I would recommend it if you are interested in raising chickens or just reading about raising chickens. Goodbye.